morning, grade ones and friends. Today is one of the last days I get to read you a story. I might surprise you this summer and read you some more. Okay, Mrs. Ubell's shirt is a hint. Oh yeah, it's my Annie shirt. Today's story is going to be by Dr. Seuss. We love Dr. Seuss, and it's called What Pet Should I Get? Now close your eyes right now and think about what pet do you have? Or if you don't have a pet, what pet might you want? What pet should I get? By Dr. Seuss. We want a pet. We want a pet. What kind of pet should we get? Lots of rhyming words in this one. Dad said we could have one. Dad said he would pay. I went to the pet shop. I went there with Kay. And so we went in. I took one fast look. I saw a fine dog who shook hands. So we shook. So I said, I want him. My neighbor just got a new dog yesterday. That's my connection. But then Kay saw a cat. She gave it a pat. And she said, I want that. And then Kay said, now what do you think we should do? Dad said to pick one. We cannot take home two. Then what do you know? We saw two other kinds. Now how could Kay and I make up our minds? A pup and a kitten? They looked like good fun. Now, which would we pick? We could only pick one. Which one would you pick between those two? The cat or the dog, the kitten, the pup? Oh boy, it is something to make a mind up. Sometimes it's hard to make a decision, to make up your mind and decide. Ooh. Then I looked all around and I saw something with wings. I said, look at him, we can pick one that sings. But then, look over there, said my sister Kay. We can go home with a rabbit today. And then I looked at Kay and I said, what will we do? I like all the pets that I see. So do you. We have to pick one pet and pick it soon. You know, Mother told us to be back by noon. And I could have done it. I could have, I bet. I could have said, what pet should we get? But you know what Kay did. Do you know what she did? She said, fish, 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 fish. It may be a fish is the pet that I wish. Oh, I love the rhymes. It makes it so easy to read. Then I saw a new kind, and they were good too. How could I pick one? Now what should we do? We could only pick one. That is what my dad said. But how can I make up my mind in my head? Pick a pet fast. Pick one out soon. Mother and Dad said to be home by noon. Noon is 12 o'clock, lunchtime. The time may be now to make up my mind, but who knows what other good pets I might find. I might find a new one, a fast kind of thing, who would fly around my head in a ring on a string. Yes, that would be fun, but our house is so small. This thing on a string would bump, bump, bump into the wall, and my mother, I know, would not like that at all. So maybe some other good kind of pet, another kind maybe, is what we should get. We might find a new kind, a pet who is tall, a tall pet who fits in a space that is small. My mother might like this pet best of all. If we had a big tent, then we'd be able to make a yent. Dad would like us to have a good yent, but how do I know he would pay for a tent? So you can see how it is when you pick out a pet. How can you make your mind up on what to get? But what if we took one of each kind of pet? Oh, that would be a lot. Then our house would be full of the pets we would get. No, Dad would be mad. He would only have one. We can only have one. If we do not choose, we will end up with none. I will do it right now. I will do it, I said. I will make up my mind that is in my head. The dog or the rabbit, the fish or the cat. I pick out one fast, and then that was that. Look at the eyes. What do you think the pet might be? You kind of have to think really hard. What pet had kind of oval shaped eyes that were kind of shifty? Do those look like the cat eyes? And then at the back of this book, it talks all about Dr. Seuss. And we were celebrating Dr. Seuss in March. And remember, he wasn't really a doctor. He was an author. And he wanted to be a doctor, but he was an author. That's why he named himself Dr. Seuss. And remember, he didn't like kids. He just wrote books for them. Which pet should I get? You know what? Mrs. Ubell wouldn't get any of these. Mrs. Ubell would get Annie. So Annie wanted to say hi to you today. Hello, everybody. And Annie's going to miss coming on Mrs. Ubell's videos to see you. If you could pick a rabbit for a pet, would you pick a rabbit? Ryan helped me bring Annie in today. Hey. Hi. Mrs. Ubell likes her pet rabbit. So you guys go get your work done on Seesaw. Annie's going to go get her work done. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.